We've got another corn farmer that's going to be starting with us next year, and he's actually going to be planting closer. There's a certain spacing you need in order for the plants to have enough space to grow and obviously have enough photosynthesis to produce a good crop. He says, well, I'm going to actually plant, you know, uh, take my planting and make it shorter. So instead of, um, you know, 3 feet apart, I'm going to make them a foot and a half apart or something like that. And the extra photosynthesis energy that the chemicalized plant booster provides and the extra efficiency should still allow the plants to grow and he produce the same amount of crop per stalk. Even if he just gets one ear per stalk, he's going to get a lot more production because he has so much more plants per acre. And that was the whole thing back years ago with the whole GMO thing. The reason why so many corn farmers are using GMO, and soybean guys too, are using GMO now, and why it got adopted so heavily is because they were able to plant their plants much closer together because they were able to spray herbicides and all that stuff. Now, the disadvantage of GMO and the disadvantage of that approach is you're using a lot more herbicides, right? You're using herbicides, you're using chemicals, and you're not really handling the problem of health. So when we started our company, we didn't just want to help the farmers increase their yield. We wanted them to be able to reduce their chemical usage, chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides, all these things, fungicides, all these other things. We wanted to help reduce the amount of chemicals the farmers are using for a few reasons. Number one, it's not very profitable for the farmer to have to keep spreading, putting chemicals on their fields year in and year out. Number two, it's not a good sustainable long-term solution because the more chemicals you put, the more you kill the microbes in the soil, and that reduces your soil fertility, and then you have to really add on and heap on the fertility and the fertilization. And then when you add chemical fertilizers, whatever the plants don't utilize gets evaporated out into the atmosphere or run off into the waterways, and then you have environmental issues going on. So